Oh shit, we're live. All right. Look, everybody, we're going to be looking at Gatecrasher today. Brand new, hot off the presses. Tell how it's got Oswald, it's got Mickey, Minnie, and everyone's favorite representative of Big Spinach, Popeye. Oh shit. That thing's going okay. So, anyways, let me make sure all our things are set up, and I'll just play us a little bit of a little intro music, get us all in the mood, get us going here, and then we'll come back and we'll look at the comics, see what's up. So. right. How many ops do you really got? Billy Tucci, brand new issue of She. This is why I had to cover this today. I just got this. They just mailed me this new issue of She, Gatecrasher. And you know what? Already I don't even have this thing a day, and Billy Tucci already has a new She comic coming out that's launching in 3 hours. You know what I'm saying? Like, and you know, like the thing with Billy Tucci is that he's been doing this. He's been making these comics. Like I've got this is a reprint of the first issue of She, I believe. The what is it? The Way of the Warrior issue 1, but this is the fan appreciation edition. But this is the fan appreciation edition was printed in this 94? Wait a second, what is it? Oh, 95, right? But it's a 12 issue series. And then, you know, I mean, like I've got so many other I went and I found like all the Billy Tucci comics I've been getting. And there is a stack. More She. So many issues of She. You know what I'm saying? 30 years of She. And Billy Tucci is not slowing down. Not like, oh, that's enough. That's enough She comics. No. Manga She. You know what I'm saying? Like he lets other people do She sometimes. You know what I'm saying? Like it's he also does I believe this is like the Birth of Jesus, the artist edition. And the question I do have for Billy Tucci is what is his relationship with the Horseman? I'm just kidding. Anyways, this brand new issue of She, of She just came out, right? Just delivered. And I remember when he was starting it, like I think he had like a reveal of like these other characters on the cover, Mickey and Minnie, and I think that's Oswald the rat or something. I'm not sure of Oswald, the other guy's name. And then it wasn't Popeye didn't enter the public domain until I think it was January of this year, actually, of January of 25. Because he had like, it was like a reveal he had of who the other character was. It was going to be on the cover and has a guest spot inside. Because, you know, with these older Mickey Mouse, Popeye, Oswald, with these characters, you know, they're like 100 years old or whatever. And they enter into the public domain where anyone can use them, you know. But again, you know, I don't know the details of that. I'm not a lawyer. But this is the thing too, is that with all these She comics that I have already, I'm not like a fantastic reader, and there's so many I'm not sure where to begin reading. So that's what, like, I got this and I was like, you know what, this is going to be the first She comic that I sit and like read the whole thing and figure out what's going on. And I think it's a good entrance. It makes me want to go through like all the rest of them and figure out what the story is, because you know, it's about this, how do they say her name? Anna Kurosawa, I think is what this lady's name is. And that lady is the mother of this girl who is reading her father's old comics. They kind of like argue about it a little bit. And the mother takes the comics and she's thinking about them. And then it goes into like a dream sequence, which, as you know, like I'm like a huge fan of comics that are based in dreams, you know. So like the Max from the 1990s, that was a big comic I loved. Sandman, like Neil Gaiman, you know, that was the comic where each issue was like a different dream. And like, you know, Rare Bit Fiends, another one by Rick Veitch, you know, and like comics and dreams just seem to go together somehow. So that's, you know what I'm saying? Like immediately I'm like, oh yeah, okay. So this is She, and she falls into this dream world where she meets, you know, the cover characters. There's Popeye, there's Mickey, And most notably, though, maybe not most notably, but for the story itself, she what's over there? She runs into this character down here. That is essentially, it's like the original design that Billy Tucci had for She, right? Before he kind of like refined it and turned his character into what she is. She, there's the whole like ninja or samurai clans and stuff. Like I said, like I'm not huge on reading and understanding things. So the main reason I get Billy Tucci's comics is because, I mean, his drawings are just perfect. He's just like a master of the art form. And that's what this kind of does, is like this whole issue goes through like different eras in comics, right? Like they kind of time travel. I guess that's the sort of like the most I can do for a spoiler. I don't want to tell you everything that happens. It's like a Betty and Veronica sequence, like it's, yeah. And I guess it's not a spoiler who else shows up in the comic, but it's Lady Death shows up in the comic as well. That's what I'm saying. It's a classic crossover comic, right? And that was the other reason I was really excited about it, because like I said, Billy Tucci has been doing comics since the 90s, and he's been doing She. You know what I mean? Like that was back in the 90s is when there was the whole like self-publishing explosion. There was the indie black and white explosion in the 80s after the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, and then in the 90s it kept going. But so like this is one of the other things. This is She and Cyblade from Image Comics' Cyberforce by Mark Silvestri, right? They had crossovers with them. And the first issue, well, they're both labeled issue number 1, but you can see this one is labeled She Cyblade. This one is Cyblade She. But they're both issue 1. One was put out through Image and is drawn by Silvestri. And it's it's definitely good. I like it. But it doesn't have as much, like it's more like Silvestri has his own characters, like Witchblade is in this one. And that's kind of it. And She, but in the one that they put out through Billy Tucci's company here, Crusade Comics, it's one, like I said, it's a different, instead of Shyblade and it's She and Cyblade. She is first in this one, and it's this one has like a number of the other characters and creators. I'm not sure if he had like the creators actually contribute parts to the art. I think he might have, but they contributed like their characters. So like, and he goes through explaining all of them. She, of course, is from Billy Tucci. Cyblade from Mark Silvestri. Phone Bone from Jeff Smith shows up, along with Cerebus by Dave Sim and Gerard. Mr. Spook from Larry Martyr. Larry Martyr somehow was like the CEO of Image Comics for a long time. The Atomic Angels. Oh, it's another new creation by Billy there. Gabriel. I'm not sure about who. Never seen that one before. I heard about Ash. Maybe that is Ash from Joe Quesada. And there's even more. That's what I'm saying. There's like 50 of them. Jesus. Hellboy's in here. Johnny the homicidal maniac. All these little guys all show up in here. And I guess that's this one. I don't care spoiling this She Cyblade crossover from literally 30 years ago. Megaton Man, Don Simpson's Megaton Man, my nemesis there. And then this is where he has, this is what I'm saying. I think some of the creators might have like done penciled in sketches of their characters or something like that with this, maybe not. I don't know. I wouldn't put any money on it either way. But I know that was definitely like a thing in the 90s, was indie creators having crossovers and having these big scenes of all the characters, or, like with the Marvel and DC crossovers, or like when Image Comics crossed over with Valiant Comics, they'd have all the heroes all doing the classic. They're all charging into battle to stop whatever. So, like the indie guys had to do that too. We got Steve Bissett's Dinosaur Tyrant up there, Grifter in the middle there from Jim Lee. Anyways, that's what I'm saying. Like, Billy Tucci has been doing indie comics this whole time. Like, he never stopped. Like, he started making them back in the 90s with She, and he has continued making them all this time, making more She comics as a certain, I don't even have like I doubt I even have like a tenth of the She comics that are out there. I mean, it's insane. It's insane. And he's still, like, this, I'm saying, not slowing down, not doing any less. Some people, if you're an artist, sometimes you might get to a point where you just kind of like, you can phone it in a little bit. And like, that's not Billy Tucci. He's doing old school, traditional artwork, tons of details. And then he's bringing in, like, he has, like, for going through like the different time or the different eras of comics in here, he has like, all of them have like a different tone for like the colors, because as if you look back through the history of comics, coloring has been like a big issue with it, right? Like how it's colored, like what, you know what I mean? Like this, that kind of defines the different eras. Like, so that's what I'm saying. He's bringing in like top talent to work on all of this, and it is just beautiful work from Billy Tucci, as always. Oh, that's the other one. I guess it's not a spoiler either, because what's his face, Usagi Yojimbo shows up. ladies, watch yourselves. You need to step aside. Ultra bloop heroes. Where's the part? Is it this? Oh, this is it. Yosagi tells her, he says, when things are not as they seem, trust yourself, Anna Ishikawa. And then, like, you see her, Usagi Yojimbo knows my name. It just feels like a comics, I don't know, like a comics moment. Like, Usagi Yojimbo knows my name. The samurai rabbit that showed up with the Ninja Turtles. He knows my name. Oh wow, I made it. Like, and with She, like, let me show you. Like, this is, like I said, I think that I don't want to spoil. I don't want to take, like, there's a bunch of other fun stuff going on in this. He has had so many different people doing their takes of, I don't know how well we're going to be able to read that. William Tucci doing their own takes on She. We got Mark Silvestri, Jay Lee, Jim Ballant, Dan Jurgens, Caesar, Amanda Connor, George Perez, David Mack. And it's not, I don't think I have it in this. I don't think I have the issue where it's reprinted, but he also has a Frank Frazetta painting of She. You know what I'm saying? Like, any of these She comics you find, like, if you go, if your local shop has got back issue bins, like, look at them and see if they've got any issues of She. This is Jay Lee, and I mean, this is, for me, this is like prime Jay Lee. You know what I mean? Like, when he started, he had this scratchy, raw feeling. Look at the skeleton that Jay Lee drew there. What? But Jay Lee just had this just rawness to him that, he got more refined and more realistic looking. And so it's like, it feels like he lost some of that energy of just And this is when he still had that, when he was still just coming out. He was probably doing maybe like Youngblood Strike File here or something. Maybe Hellshock was out at this point. Oh yeah, he has Hellshock is listed in this. Hellshock is in wait. Well, anyways, we'd have to figure out the actual timeline there. But interesting, he has these. What is this? The Senryaku? That's how you say this. Senryaku #2. And it's stories, but they all have just an illustration from different creators. Yeah, I mean, this what I'm saying is like she is just 30 years of she, and it is still just top of his game. Billy Tucci. Like, so let me with that. I want to pull this thing back up here. I haven't watched whatchamacallit, trailer here, so we might as well. Oh shit, I got muted.
Greetings, everyone. Billy Tucci here, and I am so excited to announce our latest graphic novel, Ran, Revenge of the Warrior. For the first time ever, I'm bringing back the inspiration to my legendary comic book character, She. For over 30 years, she has garnered accolades, nominations, sold millions of comics, and helped launch the bad girl genre. One can never argue with success, as Anna Ishikawa has become a beloved staple to comics fans the world over. But to me, there was always that lingering question, what if? What if I had gone with my initial creation and in her purest and most raw form? That question has now been answered, as Crusade Comics is proud to bring you Ran, Revenge of the Warrior. Set in Tokyo, 1994, Ran commences a one-woman war against a sadistic gang of drug-dealing human traffickers. In other words, it is everything I always wanted to do with She, but never dared. Ran also boasts fantastic variant covers by Leandro Oliveira, Fred Bennis, Dan Lawless, and a hidden mystery comic by the world's greatest living comic book artist. In all its 1990s bad girl glory, Revenge of the Warrior introduces the world to the character who started it all in this 48-page, no-holds-bar, neon noir samurai macabre that pulls no punches and offers no mercy. So thank you for over 30 wonderful years in comics. This is our 11th campaign, and we appreciate all your faith and your support, and we hope you'll join us on this next adventure. I promise you, you're going to love Ran, Revenge of the Warrior. Ow! Ooh. Dang it. Check it out.
Hold on, I forgot to grab the other little thing. Hold on. Oh, jeez. I just got dead air. I'm sorry, folks. It's going crazy nowadays. I got all these comics and it just lose my mind. All right. Yeah, this is. I want to show you what else you got when you ordered the thing from Mr. Tucci here. You get the. Oh wait, I guess I should take that off of the. I just got like the regular cover, and it came with a nice print of the cover. That's like the same size. Okay, nice print with a little mini calendar. It's handy with all the little Ran and. Oh, hey, a whole bunch of people showed up. What's up? Up into paints. Miku. Lawless cover. I'll have to look. And let me show you the other things you got here. And I think it was like, that's what I'm saying. I got like the cheap version, like whatever like the cheapest cover was. I didn't. I don't. Sometimes I don't have it like that. I think this was beginning. bookmark. And so that's what I'm saying too, is this Gatecrasher book. I don't know if that's on his site. We'll pull it up and take a look, I guess. But this is where Ran, first appears, or first appearance, I guess. And then the next thing he's doing is this Ran graphic novel thing there. Certificate of authenticity. This document certifies the authentic and original signature on the item here with as that of creator Billy Tucci. I've seen other guys do these. I don't know if this will hold up in a court of law or not, but I believe it will. And he also, like, everyone somehow at the end, like, they pass some sort of like funding goal. So you got like extra cards. That's Stan Sakai's. So I think that might be his cover. Is that the Art T Bear cover? That was the Irene Strakowski cover as a card. And then also got this cool metal card of the Rob Liefeld cover. So that's pretty cool. The Liefeld cover. I think the Liefeld cover was like $50 or something. Because I'm saying you gotta license the art from Rob Liefeld. You can't just, Liefeld. I mean, he's got Deadpool Hollywood money now. You know what I'm saying? Liefeld's he's doing his thing. He ain't worried about nothing. So, but I like that. This is, I'm saying, like seeing like everybody, all these like creators that like Stan Sakai and Rob Liefeld can both draw their version of She, and it like I'm just happy. You know what I'm saying? That's cool to see. They're here, they're doing the thing, showing up. I want to see a Billy Tucci version of what the hell I am high, because look, there is a Billy Tucci version of Yosagi Yojimbo right there. Looking perfect. I mean, that's a good Yosagi. Like, and it fits, like, it doesn't I think for like the pages with Yosagi, he kind of, no, because the next page it's still, they're in this kind of weird realm outside of her house or something or other. So it's not like he just went into total like cartoony mode, but like, oh, that was the end there of the little Yosagi sequence. But yeah, it doesn't, you know what I'm saying? Like, it doesn't, like, the styles don't clash. Like, you look at like She and Ran up here, and that's like, it makes me want to see more people's versions of She. You know what I mean? Like, I'm sure, and also this is what I want to find out exactly. I want to see like N2 Paint's version of She. Hell yeah. You know what I mean? Like, I suppose there must be like this is what I was going to show you, is that there's he's got his own website, his Billy Tucci website. So it might have, like, I was wondering, like, if there's like a reading order for all these comics. I assume there must be, but yeah. So here's, and I put the links for all of his stuff down in the description and everything. And if you're listening on the podcast, then just go to DrBen.substack, and you can find all the links on there. Unless I might be able to put the links. I'll see if I can put the links in the description on the podcast things. Yeah, the Frazetta legacy. There's him talking with Sarah Frazetta, Frank Frazetta's granddaughter, I think. Oh, yeah. So you can go to his store, and he's got all his. Maybe. Wait, is it not going to the store? Hold on. Oh, there it is. Okay. Oh shit. Yeah. So he's got all the exclusives. You know, that's the thing. Like some people are like completists. They have to have like everything. I'm not. You know, maybe I would be someday, but right now I'm if I was a completist for all the different things, all the different like comics and creators that like I love and follow, I would never be able to do anything. I would just be stuck trying to find all of the. Yeah, okay. So you can get a copy of Gatecrasher here, $35. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Is the key then is to back these comics, you know, when they're in these the crowdfunding phase, because you get a better price and you get them immediately. You know what I'm saying? Like, and it shows the creator, you know, like you're not waiting around. You're like there helping them, supporting them, doing the thing. Launch on October 22nd. Hell yeah. All right. Well, shit. La Muerta is fucking cool, right? La Muerta. Oh, yeah. Anyway, so that's, I don't want to have I don't want to go too long today, you know. And plus, I got to, you know, there's about a million other things I'm trying to cover and figure out. I got to do, I need to cover like a digital comic somebody sent me. And I still got to cover all the stuff from 2D Cloud, like all the E-Girl magazine. I mean, oh, it's over here. You were looking at it the other day. Like this one's so. I got so many comics I want to cover. I found the manga Bible. Oh my gosh! And look, it's not that big. This is at Walmart. The manga Bible. I was thinking it was just going to be like how to draw manga, but it's it's supposed to be the Holy Scriptures condensed. Looks kind of cool. Let's bury alive the nation of slaves. Make them wish they'd never left Egypt. That's what I'm saying. I haven't read through it yet. I saw it. I was at Walmart getting some supplies, and I saw this, and I was like, "Oh, all right." I think it's only like $7, $14. Well, $14, but still, you know what I'm saying. I figured I'd take a look at the parables of Jesus. You know. But that, you know, definitely I gotta, you know, I try to temper that with you know, Hideshi Hino's Panorama of Hell. You know? Try to get a little bit of everything. And that's what I'm saying. It's spooky season, so I mean, this is the time I should be covering disgusting mangas, you know, not just sitting around not doing that. But where the heck is my comic? I need to like plug my own comics, and I didn't even bring them. What the hell am I doing? Son of a gun. All right, well, how? I got still all wrapped up. I got my comic Van Piglet. It's currently available on eBay. Oh, look at that. It puts it on the other. Oh, I wonder, what does it do? Look, let me try something real quick. It makes them switch. That's so funny. It doesn't take much to amuse me, folks. It's just, anyways, Van Piglet, my first issue of my goth true crime comics, including, of course, my Let Us Get story, which is a horrific story of a true story of satanic murder. So get it now. It's on the eBay. That's the link. That's the link right there for my eBay. And also I'm putting together a combo pack of everything. So maybe wait until I announce that, unless you're like really, you have to have it today. But all my comics are on there to order, and you know, that's what we got. So that's the deal for today. Like I said, check down in the descriptions, or just type in Billy Tucci to your computer, and you'll find you know what I'm saying, like it'll get you this thing around. Go just flip it over to type in Billy Tucci. You'll be able to find him. It goes to his website, or he's on Twitter and Facebook, Instagram. Indiegogo. I think he's on Kickstarter too. So, and go in your comic shop. If you ask your comic shop, hey, if you got any old issues of She, they might have some. Like some places don't. I mean, it's weird finding old comics, but that's half the fun of it, I think. So searching and digging for old comic books. Anyways, I guess that's all I got for now. I don't want to take up a whole day. I just want to have like a nice quick review of Gatecrasher here. Like I said, my recommendation is to go grab it. You can get it off his website. He might have it as like an add-on on the next comic. I don't know. You got it. We're not that kind of show here. You know what I'm saying? If you're a fan of Lady Death, you got to pick this up because she makes a surprise appearance in there. If you're a fan of Popeye, if you're a fan of Mickey Mouse, any of those guys, Until then, I guess that's what I'll do. Yeah, I'll go ahead and close it out, and then and then that's the thing too, is if you're listening. If I do like a long one that's like 3 hours, then I got to go through and clip out all the different, if I do more reviews or something. And the way it's set up now is all of this is streamed over to the Substack, and then Substack turns it into the podcast. So I'd rather have the podcast like separate, like each review on, like reviewing one comic at a time on the podcast rather than doing if I do like too many reviews at once, I think they can get lost, and so. So, anyways, that's what I got. Till next time, don't do anything I wouldn't do, and keep reading comics. Shout out.
So, what's up, Dr. B?
I've been working a long time now. I've been working for free. Don't nobody around this town give a damn about me. I've been slaving away all my life to the whip and the chain.
Damn. Yeah, that's me. Hell yeah. So another fantastic day. Comics.
There we go.
Hell yeah. What's up?
Yeah, I was singing the shit out of that for a second.
Yeah, you were, man.
Even with my throat all messed up. It's great.
Yeah. I think actually, Ruby, I hate to put you in an awkward situation right off the bat, but
oh crap.
But I think that is technically like
I'm getting a flashback to all these Stephen J. Canal movies or TV shows. Riptide! Thank you, Dr. Fish.
Yeah.
Woke up quick at about noon. Just thought that I had to be in Compton soon. I gotta get drunk before the day begins, before my mother starts bitching about my friends. About to go and damn near went blind. Young niggas at the pad throwing up gang signs. Ran in the house and grabbed my clip with the Mac 10 on the side of my hip. Bailed outside and pointed my weapon. Just as I thought, the fools kept stepping. Jumped in the foe, hit the juice on my right. I got front, back, and side to side. Then I let the Alpine play, bumping new shit by NWA. It was gangsta, gangsta at the top of the list. Then I played my own shit, it went something like this. Cruising down the street in my 6'4", jocking the bitches, slapping the hoes. Went to the park to get the scoop. Knuckleheads out there cold shooting some hoops. A car pulls up, who can it be? A fresh El Camino rolling Kilo G. He rolls down his window and he started to say, it's all about making that GTA. Cause the boys in the hood are always hard. You come talking that trash, we'll pull your card. Knowing nothing in life but to be legit. Don't quote me, boy, cause I pace. He said my man JD is on free base. The boy JD was a friend of mine till I caught him in my car trying to steal a Alpine. Chased him up the street to call a truce. The silly motherfucker pulled out a deuce. Little did he know I had a loaded 12 gauge. One sucker dead, LA Times front page. Cause the boys in the hood are always hard. You come talking that trash, we'll pull your car. Knowing nothing in life but to be legit. Don't quote me, boy, cause I ain't saying shit. Bored as hell and I wanna get ill, so I went to a spot where my homeboys chill. The fellows out there making that dollar. I pulled up in my 6'4" Impala. They greet me with a 40 and I start drinking. And from the 8-ball my breath starts stinking. Left to get my girl to rock that body. Before I left I hit the Bacardi. Went to her house to get her out of the pad. Dumb hoe says something that made me mad. She said something that I couldn't believe, so I grabbed the stupid bitch by her nappy ass weave. She started talking shit, wouldn't you know, reached back like a pimp and slapped the hoe. Her father jumped up and he started to shout, so I threw a right cross and knocked his old ass out. Cause the boys in the hood are always hard. You come talking that trash, we'll pull your card. Knowing nothing in life but to be legit. Don't quote me, boy, cause I ain't saying shit. I'm rolling hard now, under control. Then wrapped the 6'4" around a telephone pole. I looked at my car and I said, oh brother, I'd throw it in the gutter and go buy another. Walking home and I see the G ride. Now Cat is driving Kilo on the side. As they busted a U, they got pulled over. An undercover cop in a dark green Nova. Cat got beaten for resisting arrest. He socked a pig in the head for ripping his guest. Now G is caught for doing the crime. Fourth offense on the boy, he'll do some time. Cause the boys in the hood are always hard. You come talking that trash, we'll pull your card. Knowing nothing in life but to be legit. Don't quote me, boy, cause I ain't saying shit. I went to get them out, but there was no bail. The fellas caused a riot in the county jail. 2 days later in municipal court, Kilo G on trial, cold cut apart. Disruption of the court, said the judge. On a 6-year sentence, my man didn't budge. Bailiff came over to turn him in. Kilo G looked up and gave a grin. He yelled out fire, then came Susie. The bitch came in with a submachine Uzi. Police shot the bitch but didn't hurt. Both upstate for attempted murder.